They only need to be lucky once.
Yeah, and eventually they will probably get across. You put more resources into the channel, well, all that does is make you more efficient at being able to detect the boats and intercede and get these people on board lifeboats or on board border force vessels before they can reach the Kent coast. So you're making that more efficient, but you're not then, of course, dealing with the people smuggling model. That's why the Rwanda policy is so important to the government. They believe if they can have this deterrent of saying to people, you come across, there's a high chance you're going to Rwanda, that's one way they think they can break the model.
And yet at the moment, there is not a single chance of going to Rwanda. Not a single person has gone to those facilities. I know that you have visited them recently with the Home Secretary. Does the government think that they're going to get any planes flying there at all this year?
It does. It's optimistic that the way in which the legal process has been going is going in the government's favour. The last High Court decision ruled that that policy was legal. It's now being, of course, appealed to the Court of Appeal. If they get a successful outcome on that and a decisive decision by the judges that seems to block the way for further appeals, then they will start in earnest to get these planes moving to Rwanda. Now, it's not the stated aim of the UK government to put 45,000 people down to Rwanda. That just would not be practical in any way, shape or form. The Rwandan government couldn't cope with that. It would be prohibitively costly for the British government to try and do that. But if they can get a few thousand people in the first weeks of this policy being up and running down to Rwanda, they believe that message that goes across to the people smugglers will be a very stark message indeed for those trying to cross, that they stand a very significant chance of not being housed here in the UK, but going off to Africa instead.
Well, I know you'll be